Hold on to your seats, folks, because this is about to get messy, like popcorn spilling on your lap messy. Have you ever seen someone try so hard to control the narrative that they completely lose control of their own life? Well, buckle up because Martell Holt is living that exact nightmare right now. Picture this. A reality TV dad, constantly posing for Instagram angles, preaching family values one day and filing court appeals the next, while the mother of his children, Shari, quietly flips the script and, oh yes, drops a legal bomb that has everyone gasping. We're talking Range Rover drives, subtle shades, and courtroom drama that makes a soap opera look like a kindergarten playdate. But here's the kicker. This isn't just your usual he said, she said nonsense. We're talking third-degree drama with a side of public outrage, social media receipts, and a custody battle that could shake the internet for months. And let's be real, when a dad is more committed to his Instagram feed than his own kids, the consequences aren't just messy, they're explosive. So who really holds the power in this twisted saga? Who's playing chess while the other is busy taking selfies? Stick around because we're about to pull back the curtain and expose the chaos nobody saw. Coming, Martell Holt has officially entered the kind of chaos that reality TV only pretends to create, and Shari just handed him the legal bomb of the century, sending a notice that instantly flipped the script and made headlines explode. And while Martell is busy posing for Instagram photos and preaching family values online, the courts and the public are watching a very different story unfold. Because this is not just a story of he said, she said. This is about legal records, custody implications, and a man whose obsession with controlling his image has completely backfired. And let's not forget the history that led to this moment. The third-degree domestic violence charges from May 2024, the harassment allegations, the probation, the suspended jail sentence, the fines, and the no-contact order that should have served as a wake-up call. But Martell decided to appeal, thinking somehow he could rewrite reality. And fast forward to August 2025, the courts reiterated the same outcome, leaving no room for negotiation. But Martell continued to act like the victim while Melody quietly showed up to court, filed her paperwork, and protected her children from the drama. And it is that contrast between chaos and calm that has the public hooked. Because while Martell alternates between motivational captions and subtle digs at Melody on social media, she demonstrates power without spectacle, dropping perfectly timed shades that hit harder than any viral clapback. Like when she called out Martell for playing games instead of investing in their child, a move that made the audience gasp and take notice. And while she drives her Range Rover without captions or fanfare, exuding quiet confidence, Martell keeps circling the same cycle of court filings, posts, and public tantrums, desperately trying to convince everyone he is the hero of the story. And the irony is not lost on viewers who can see through the performance. The public connecting the dots between the man on Instagram and the man in legal documents. And while fans debate, tweet, and share memes, the kids are living this tension in real time, noticing who brings calm and who brings chaos. And that is where the stakes get real. Because no amount of social media pretense can replace consistency and stability in a child's life. And Melody is providing that stability while Martell continues to post, file appeals, and curate an image that is increasingly unconvincing. And the public is not just watching. They are participating as unofficial investigators, noticing every misstep, every contradiction, and every failed attempt at control, which makes Martell's situation even more precarious as the custody battle looms. Legal notices are in play, and the entire saga has become a spectacle of performance versus reality, image versus action, and calm versus chaos, leaving everyone wondering how far Martell can keep spinning the same narrative when the evidence, the courts, and the children themselves are all quietly telling a very different story. The fallout from Shari's legal notice has sent shockwaves through social media and the court of public opinion as Martell Holt struggles to maintain the illusion of control while reality continues to unravel around him, and the scandal has only intensified as anonymous. Sources and insiders reveal details that make the story even more explosive, with whispers of lavish spending on luxury items, private trips, and flashy displays meant to distract from the ongoing custody battle. And according to these so-called leaks, every new Instagram post Martell shares is calculated to reinforce a narrative of a devoted father. Yet the reality behind closed doors tells a very different story, one of missed appointments, legal confrontations, and tense exchanges that have the neighbors and former co-stars talking. And the public is reacting with a mixture of disbelief and amusement as clips of his courtroom appearances circulate online, highlighting moments where Martell seems more concerned about his image than the children involved. And the contrast with Melody could not be starker because she has chosen a path of composure, filing her documents on time, attending every hearing, and using her social media presence to subtly assert independence without resorting to over-the-top dramatics. And the reactions online have been relentless, with fans pointing out that while Martell continues to post inspirational quotes and carefully staged family photos, Melody's quiet actions speak volumes, and her legal strategy, paired with her ability to maintain dignity, is drawing respect from viewers who are starting to see her as the true authority in this unfolding saga. And there are even claims from sources close to the case that Martell's attempts to manipulate perception have backfired spectacularly, with several former associates questioning his credibility and highlighting inconsistencies in his past statements and public behavior. And the tension has reached a fever pitch as every interaction, every comment, and every subtle gesture is scrutinized for signs of weakness or deception, making this one of the most compelling reality meets reality stories in recent memory. And the stakes could not be higher, because custody decisions in Alabama take documented behavior very seriously, and Martell's repeated legal issues, combined with the public record of harassment, threaten not only his image but also his ability to maintain significant custody of his children. And while he continues to play the role of the sympathetic father online, Melody is quietly cementing her position as the parent, providing consistency and safety, a fact that fans and commentators have not missed, with social media threads exploding with debate, memes, and theories about what will happen next. And everyone is watching closely as this high-stakes drama unfolds, understanding that beyond the posts and headlines, there is a real human impact. Children observing and internalizing the dynamics between parents. And Melody's calm, strategic moves may well define the next chapter of this saga, while Martell's desperate attempts at control appear increasingly transparent and ineffective, leaving the audience to wonder if the man who once commanded attention on screen can ever regain the credibility he has so recklessly jeopardized in both public and private life. As the custody battle heats up, the tension surrounding Martell Holt and Melody Shari has reached a level where every move is under scrutiny, and the stakes have never been higher, because this is no longer just about social media clout or reality TV drama. This is about real-life consequences, legal outcomes, and the well-being of children who are old enough to understand the energy, the tension, and the difference between a parent who brings stability and one who brings chaos. And while Martell continues to post curated images, preach family values online, and attempt to control the narrative, Melody has quietly established herself as the parent, providing consistency, showing up to every court date, filing paperwork diligently, and handling the situation with a calmness that makes Martell's public tantrums look even more desperate and performative. And according to sources close to the family, the courts are paying close attention to documented behavior, social media evidence, and previous convictions, all of which weigh heavily against Martell, making it increasingly difficult for him to maintain a favorable position. And the public has not stayed silent, dissecting every post, every comment, and every legal move, with fans pointing out the stark contrast between the father Martell claims to be and the actions that repeatedly land him back in court. And the online reaction has been relentless, with viewers applauding Melody's restraint, praising her strategy, and calling out Martell's attempts at image control as transparent and ineffective. And the psychological impact on the children cannot be overstated, because they are observing who truly brings calm and peace versus who contributes to chaos and instability. And Melody's approach, combining legal diligence with emotional consistency, is positioning her as the parent capable of providing a safe and stable environment, while Martell's focus on social media appearances, appeals, and public posturing only underscores his inability to prioritize the children over personal image. And insiders suggest that every failed attempt to manipulate public perception, every delayed court appeal, and every desperate social media caption chips away at Martell's credibility and reinforces Melody's position. And the intensity of public attention is not just about curiosity, it is about accountability. Because viewers and fans are effectively acting as witnesses to this unfolding drama, noticing patterns, inconsistencies, and power dynamics. And as the legal process continues, the evidence is stacking up in a way that favors Melody, demonstrating the difference between someone who acts with intention and someone who acts impulsively and performatively. And the ultimate lesson for the audience and for Martell is clear. Actions speak louder than curated posts. Consistency trumps chaos. And the real measure of a parent is not the image presented to the world, but the stability and security provided behind closed doors. And while Martell remains caught in a loop of performance and denial, Melody is quietly securing her children's future, building peace, and proving that strategic calm and measured action will always outlast desperate attempts at control, leaving viewers, insiders, and even casual observers with one undeniable conclusion. The parent who acts with integrity and prioritizes children over image is the one who will ultimately come out on top in this explosive and unforgettable saga. So, what do you think is going to happen next? Will Martell finally realize that curated posts and courtroom appeals can't rewrite reality? Or will he keep spiraling while Melody quietly wins the real battle where it matters most? The question isn't just about who gets custody, it's about who really holds power, who acts with integrity, and who will leave a lasting impact on the lives of these children. Because the internet has seen enough to know that actions speak louder than captions, and calm always outshines chaos. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Are you Team Melody? Applauding strategy, dignity, and true parental responsibility? Or do you still think Martell can turn this around? Or is this saga destined to spiral even further? We want to hear your thoughts, your predictions, and the wild theories you've pieced together from every post, every court filing, and every subtle move. Don't just watch this unfold in silence. Hit that like button if you're shocked, comment with your take on who's really winning, and subscribe so you never miss a single update on this explosive story. This is the kind of drama that doesn't just entertain, it exposes the truth. And you definitely want to be here when the next bombshell drops.